let's talk about Flux and let's make some price predictions. Ready? Let's dive deep. Taking a look at Flux, Flux currently has a circulating supply of 235 million coins out in circulation. Price point is 79 cents. If we take the supply, times it by the price, that gives a market cap of $167 million. So globally, worldwide, there's roughly $167 million worth of Flux out in circulation. So if we just take a look at the metrics and make price predictions based off of how much money would be invested in Flux for it to 2x, 5x, 10x. If you invested in Flux today at 80 cents and the market cap's 170 million, for you to 2x on that investment, the market cap would have to go up to $340 million. 10x, $8, $1.7 billion. 20x, $16, $3.4 billion. 100x, $80, $17 billion. So taking a look at projects similar to Flux like ICP, we've seen IPC launch with a market cap of like $67 billion. So we know that there's actually the demand in the industry for the right project with the right market fit, and Flux meets all the criteria for that. Now, the next I'd like to swing over to is Lunar Crush. Lunar Crush tracks cryptocurrencies based off of popularity. We can see that Flux currently has a Galaxy score of a 52 out of 100. And if we take a look at the altcoin ranking, Flux is currently number 195. So out of 3,745 altcoins that Lunar Crush tracks, Flux is currently the 195th most popular cryptocurrency in the game. Now, if we take a look at their social metrics, we can see that social mentions down 1.9%, engagement is down 13%, dominance is up 51.6%, contributions are up 14.3%, sentiment is up 0.7%, shared links are up 91%, spam volume is up 63%, and market cap is up 1.4%. Taking a look at Flux's social metrics, we can see that social mentions are up 17.7%, engagement's up 39%, dominance is actually down almost 50%, contributions are up 12%, sentiment is down 2.2%, shared links are up 50%, bullish sentiment is up 16%, bearish sentiment's up 7%, Reddit volume is up 26.7%, medium volume is up 42%. The next site to check out is CoinMarketCal. CoinMarketCal is like your crypto event calendar, and we can see that Flux currently has 0 upcoming events. So very surprising because Flux always has AMAs and things going on. I'm surprised that they don't have them listed over here. The next site to check out is CoinCodex. CoinCodex uses a bunch of machine learning and AI indicators to make price predictions. So I always like to see what the pros are saying before I make mine. According to our current Flux predictions, the value of Flux will rise by 15% and reach a target of 83 cents by June 4th, 2022. According to our technical indicators, the current sentiment is neutral while the fear and greed index is showing extreme fear. Flux recorded 15 out of 30 green days with an average price velocity of 35.74%. Based on our current forecast, now is a good time to buy Flux. The next site I would swing over to is Messari. Messari is a great website to do a ton of crypto research on, but for some reason, they still don't have Flux over here. Now, anytime I'm investing in any crypto project, I always like to swing over to their Twitter and just make sure, A, they don't have fake followers. Obviously, I know Flux doesn't, but check out what Flux just hit. 100K, baby. Flux just broke 100,000 followers on Twitter. It's been a long time coming, man, and they deserve it. Now, y'all want to know a CEO in this business that'll do anything that would literally give you the shirt off his back? They don't get much better of a guy than Dan Keller. They just don't get much better than Dan. They really don't. Now, the next thing you guys can do is you guys can swing over to my website, ryan-matta.com, and you can actually see when the next Bitcoin halving is. So anytime you guys want to know when the next Bitcoin halving is, how many days, that'll give you a rough time. And if you swing down to the bottom where you see the subscribe, if you type in your email here and you press enter, as long as you're subscribed to my channel, my bot's gonna do a check really quick. If you're subscribed to my channel, it's gonna give you this click to download link. It's gonna open up my DCA spreadsheet. So this is the Matta method DCA spreadsheet going into a bear market crypto winter worst case scenario. All you have to do is come over to CoinMarketCap, and all you need to do is scroll down and click the show more tab right here, and it'll show you what the all-time high of Flux or any crypto was. And CoinMarketCap is where I always get that data from because I find it to be the most accurate. I know I'm saying that, right? 417. Now, if we swing back over to the Matta method spreadsheet, these two yellow boxes are the only places that you need to input a value. Now, obviously you can come down here and change the name to Flux if you want. But if we put in the high of 418, we put in our bankroll, say we want to put $10,000 investing into Flux during this bear market crypto winter. It's going to give you a list of DCA targets. So your first target would have been $1.05. You would have put out of a $10,000 bankroll. The idea is to DCA up with price as price goes down. So the first target, we would only put in 1,000. The next target would have been 84 cents. We would have put in 2,500. The third target would have been our biggest target. When the product is 80% off, we would have put in $3,500 at 63 cents. So now what you can see here is you can see your 3 DCA target levels. And the idea is to DCA up in price. So target 1 would have been $1.05. We would have put in $1,000. That's only 10% of our portfolio or our bankroll. The next target would have been 84 cents. When Flux is 80% off, we're going to put in $2,500, which would have been 25% of our bankroll. The next target would be when Flux is 85% off at 63 cents. We would have put in $3,500. The next target down would have been 42 cents, and we would have put in $2,000. And then the last target down would have been when the coin is 95% off at 21 cents. We would have put in another $1,000. And if you notice, this 3,500 here at 63 cents almost bought us the same that this $1,000 did down here at 21 cents. So even as price is coming down, even though we're putting in less money at these lower levels, we're still acquiring the same amount of coins. Now, if we scroll over to the right a little bit, we can actually see our bag quantities. So if we take a look at 63 cents, we would have accumulated 5,580 coins of Flux for $3,500. If Flux comes down to 21 cents, we're actually going to acquire 4,784 coins of Flux at this DCAT level. And DCAT stands for DCA target. So you have your BFP, which is your bags fully packed. If you put $10,000 into Flux, you would have acquired 19,099 coins of Flux. You can come over here and put in a target. Where do you think Flux will be? I think Flux is a $25 asset. But if we swing back over here, we take a look at Flux Tokenomics. For Flux to 20x and hit $16, the market cap would only need to be $3.4 billion. I don't think there's anybody here that understands what Flux is that doesn't think Flux market cap has a value or should have a value by 2024 at $3.4 billion. I personally think it's a $17 billion target. So we can go moon boy status and say, what happens if Flux hits $80? If Flux hits $80, and you're able to invest $10,000, and I'm right, or these predictions turn out to be true, you would end up with $1.5 million if you were to sell at peak at $80. But it's not about selling at peak. When you go into a bull run, the next bull run, it's about scaling up and taking profits along the way up. Rule of thumb, when a product does a 10x, take 10%. Doesn't matter when you bought in, doesn't matter how much upside potential it has. If you're in a project and it does a 10x, take your profit out. That way you have 100% of your initial investment out. Product does another 10x, take another 10%. Product does another 10x, take another 10%. Product does another 10x, take another 10%. And you're just taking gains out the whole time. When the market free falls like it just did, you're able to get back in and pack your bags because you got all your gains out. Now, when we swing over to the charts, there's a few things I want to point out. One thing that everybody should be the most proud on Flux about, if we jump onto the 1 week time frame and we talk about summer lows, Flux summer low was at 7 cents. So Flux may be down a decent amount from peak formation, but if you're talking about current price from its summer low, Flux is still up 1,050% from its summer low. Taking a look at a project like ETH, what do we see ETH just do? Came right down here, double bottomed at summer lows. I personally think the market's just rallying right now before foreign markets open. And I think it's going to be a bloodbath either this week or next week. So we might get a short little relief rally. I don't see it lasting too long, but I could be wrong. Never know. This could be hyperinization for Bitcoin. We could be going to the moon from here. That's why we don't sell. Taking a look at Algo. Algo's summer low was 71 cents. Current low, 35 cents. That is what you don't want to see in your project. So as long as the product is staying above its summer low, I'm still bullish on it, big time. So where do I see Flux going short term? I can't really tell you guys. I think we're headed towards the worst economic collapse that the world has ever seen. I think Flux has a lot of big catalysts. Flux is making every product in the crypto space better. I've never been able to tell or determine what drives up the price of Flux, but I know every day that the Flux network gets bigger and the Flux ecosystems gets bigger, and the demand for the underlying asset being Flux gets better. And not to mention that Flux has some baller upgrades coming out for Zelcore. So you guys should be very excited about that. Everything that you do in Zelcore needs Flux. And Flux has built a crypto wallet that literally is bridged to every ecosystem. You want to hold AVAX, you want to hold Bitcoin, you want to hold Ethereum, you want to hold Cadena, you want to hold, nobody wants to hold Luna, but you guys get where I'm going. Like every single ecosystem, Flux runs up a node, you can interact with the Flux ecosystem, and then you have parallel assets. It's good for business and it's good for Flux, and it helps decentralize every other blockchain. So Flux makes the entire crypto space better. Projects, businesses, everybody's going to want to build and Dockerize their applications and stand them up on Flux's backend. So it's a huge, great project. I still believe in the project. And if we come down to lower levels and I'm able to make some extra money, you most likely will see me packing my bags on Flux again, setting up a validator and generating passive income, because there's very few products that I actually believe in out there that have the ability to pay out rewards, passive income, and it's Flux, because how Flux has it structured is completely different than these other node projects. It's not a pizza dough oven where you're getting salami nipples and you can stake those NFTs and get yourselves a little Johnny's, kitchen dough. None of those. It's a legit good project. I believe in it long term. Shout out to Dan, shout out to Parker, shout out to Trunk. Love you guys. Peace.